insecure and think you're ugly and that nobody likes you. That sucks. Everybody's subjective. Our opinions of other people aren't always going to be the same to what somebody else would think about that same person. So that's how everyone feels about you. Not everybody's going to like you. Some people are going to like you. Some people are going to love you. Some people are going to absolutely despise you and wish death upon you. Look at this little guy. Is this like a rat or a mouse? I'm not really sure, but it's what people say that matters to you. You know, it's like the good things. It's like, great, somebody thinks I'm awesome. And then that happy feeling lasts for like 5 minutes. And then somebody else is like, I think you're weird. And then that sticks with you for the rest of your life. Should it? Probably not. But I think as human beings, it is in our brains to understand the differences between like pain and happiness and then grow insecurities, you know? Because from the free will theory, in order to know, happiness and joy, you have to understand pain and suffering as well. You can't have one without having the other because then there's nothing to, compare it to. So then you wouldn't be able to properly feel it and understand that happiness, you know? I'm currently living off Diet Pepsis, but insecurity manifests in multiple, just like various ways, you know? You can become self-critical, constantly like scrutinizing every word, or like decision you make, or you might end up just seeking for external validation, through reassurance, which it's like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with asking for reassurance if that's what you need. Then that shouldn't have to be a problem, especially when like other people understand that and they love you and support you enough to be able to give you what you need. But then it's like in the third case, you could just end up, being like withdrawn from everything and isolate yourself. And then what, you just explore your vulnerabilities by yourself alone in your bedroom? Don't do that. That's kind of sad. I think you have mental illness if you do that. You should seek therapy, I think. And this is my massive jar of words. There are over 70 post-its in here. At one point, I had them all covering this entire wall, and then I was like, maybe that's kind of cringe and weird, and so then I put them in a jar. Insecurity isn't insurmountable, though. It still requires self-awareness and willingness to confront the underlying beliefs and thought patterns contributing to your insecurity and why you're feeling so inadequate and all those silly little goofy feelings. Should I have worn these sunglasses this whole time? Would that have been like really cool? No, it would not have been. I'd look kind of ridiculous, but at least it matches my little shirt, so it's awesome. But it's like building self-esteem and confidence is a gradual process. There's all sorts of things you have to do. It's like this whole thing going on in your brain that you're going back and having to like fix. It's like rewiring the way that you think and process and understand things and the way that you view yourself and society. And it's just like this whole thing. But it requires like setting challenges and goals, like, challenging that negative self talk and understanding who you are as a person, but it's about self-compassion and understanding who you are as an individual. And, it's like, I've been saying this whole time, the only permanency in your life is yourself. So just like you do you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great, actually. That's really nice. Somebody gave me a little life update, and I really appreciated that. This is our community. Because I'm just so famous. I'm just kidding. I'm not full of myself. I'm not. This is my Slipknot lighter. Any maggots in the chat? But ultimately, overcoming insecurity is about embracing your vulnerabilities and learning to accept yourself fully and understand that we're all flawed. I keep saying this. We're flawed beings. We're all ugly sometimes, but we're also beautiful, and we have such strong capacities to do whatever we desire. And I think that's something that's really beautiful about life. It's how we all differ from each other, but we're all still the same. But perfection is an illusion, and true strength lies in embracing your authentic self and who you are. And self-worth isn't dependent on external validation, it's dependent on you and how you feel about yourself. And so if you just fix your own personal feelings and work on your own self-improvement, then you're gonna have a greater outlook on life because everybody deserves a chance at happiness and everybody does get that chance eventually. It's just like if you're in this era where you think there is nothing that's ever gonna get better, it's just time will pass. You know, times change, so do people. You will improve in life and things will get into that better area of understanding and then your mental illness is cured. I'm just kidding. I don't think that's entirely how that works. I'm going to a concert like next weekend and I'm really excited because I'm going to be seeing one of my favorite death metal bands, which is Frozen Soul. They're part of the lineup, but there's also going to be like Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, just like it's a few different bands and I love all of them so much. I don't know if you can't really tell from me. I mean, I have my Cannibal Corpse poster right there. I'm just speaking and yapping. I love yapping. That's what I do here. If you don't like that I yap, then sorry man, don't think this is for you. I didn't think anybody would really find me anyways. I didn't mean for that one video to get all those views. I don't know what happened. I just came to talk and people said, "Yeah, I like what you did there." Not everybody, but a lot of people. I really appreciate the support I've been getting. Thank you for that. It's really wonderful. You know, I didn't know I was gonna resonate with so many people in that sense, but it's been great. You know, it's like we're all working on ourselves. It's like even though not everybody's gonna understand everything I've been through, and I'm not gonna understand everything that everybody else has been through, we all understand certain aspects of life that everybody goes through, even if it's just like the basics of things. And you know, we're all improving together, and I see you and I hear you, and you are valid, and you'll get through this. You'll be okay. So. You got this. Don't be so hard on yourselves.